Lots of people come and ask me, Rania, can yoga help me get rid of all my negative emotions? And the simple answer is no. Nothing can help you get rid completely of all your negative emotions. But you can learn to manage your emotions and learn how to deal with them. In fact, you don't want to get rid of negative emotions. And here's why. We were born into this life as human beings to have a full human experience. And part of this human experience is to feel. And feeling includes experiencing all sorts of emotions and all deep sensations. Emotions and sensations are signals that gives you clues about yourself, about your personality, about how you feel in a certain situation and why. Emotions and sensations are like signals that gives you a warning before things start to get worse. Imagine you're having a car that never gives you any signal about anything. It never tells you when you're running out of gas. It never tells you whenever it needs service. What will happen in this car after a while? It will turn into a complete mess. Your body is like this car, and your emotions and sensations are those signals that keeps warning you before things get worse. Another example that sensations and emotions are crucial in our life. Have you ever heard of children being born without any pain sensitivity? It might sound cool that they wouldn't feel any pain in their life ever. But in fact, feeling the pain is crucial. Those kids keep harming themselves and injuring themselves really bad without even noticing or knowing that they are hurting themselves. What happens when we get overwhelming, uncomfortable emotions and feelings? We go into automatic coping mechanisms, suppression or repression. One of them is conscious and the other is unconscious. Whether we go into complete denial, denying that this thing actually exists, this emotion actually is happening in our life and we do feel this, or we actually start numbing those emotions, trying our best and doing everything we can so that we feel the least or don't feel at all those emotions. We go into numbing through medications, taking things like antidepressants, or smoking or drinking, or all such things that numbs the emotions and makes us feel nothing or feel less of them. Another coping mechanism that happens automatically, whether on the conscious or the subconscious level, is the distraction. We distract ourselves with every single thing that we can. Maybe we load ourselves with work. Maybe we go out every single night partying with our friends or seeing people and talking and doing all such stuff that can distract us away from how we feel. And I'm not saying that those coping mechanisms are not good for us or we shouldn't use them, because we were born with them. God created those mechanisms naturally to protect us temporarily from feeling negative feelings and bad emotions or uncomfortable emotions. What I'm saying is that those coping mechanisms will work for you whether you like it or not. They will do their job. But it is your job and your responsibility to process and feel those emotions, because the more you use the coping mechanisms without processing the emotions, without understanding what is this emotion and why you feel it, and you learn to manage those emotions and deal with them, the worse things will get. On the long run, coping mechanisms will make things get worse. So you need to know how to deal with your own emotions and how to feel them before anything else. And remember this quite well. You cannot live more by feeling less. The less you feel, the less you are living. You are here as a human being to have a full human experience, to experience all sorts of emotion and deep sensations. And that's a blessing. On my next video, I'll give you a few steps to follow so that you learn how to process your emotions and how to understand your emotions a little more. Thank you so much for listening. Lots of love from my heart to yours. Namaste, everyone.